contact.
I'm just gonna hurt you.
Never underestimate the power of denial.
There is someone walking behind you. Turn around, look at me. There is someone watching your footsteps.
Are you there?
Come in, Sebastian. What's wrong? Go on.
I've received word some have broken through and seen Evelyn.
Impossible.
Not exactly. They're doing it through the use of a substance we've made illegal. Dimethyltryptamine. It seems that one has actually spoken to her.
And who is that?
A young man. His name is Jacob.
I assume you've come with evidence.
Indeed. We were able to locate footage from inside his brain during his experience with the DMT. May I?
Under one condition.
Anything.
When the video ends, he is brought to me. Alive.
A guy I know told me he just got back from doing DMT in Mexico. He asked if I wanted to buy some. And while I thought about every dreadful thing that could happen, every nightmare that could potentially ensue, I opened my mouth and let out a syllable. Yes. He left. Ignorantly and foolishly, I decided to try it alone. Some say DMT is a doorway or window to another dimension. But from where I'm sitting, it's a doorway to hell. Because I still felt like myself. The only difference was this immense pressure. And that's when I remembered.
I felt like I was actually strapped to the outside of a rocket. Subsequently, somebody said to me, "You didn't have enough."
That's what I was just going to tell you.
Really?
Yeah, because you only took one hit. You usually take three. You take three, and the rocket ride leads you somewhere.
I could see the pipe through the outline of my room. I grabbed it and hit it again. The smoke inside my lungs felt like hollow darkness. Everything got louder, more precise, the pressure becoming tighter and heavier.
Something I didn't think possible.
I couldn't see the pipe anymore, only blurry emptiness, but I still felt like myself and could feel it in my hand. So I lit the pipe and took my final hit, letting the smoke coat my lungs. A second or two passed. Then it happened. My sense of self didn't evaporate, as some say. It simply changed into a new form. Whatever I was now was inside of a vast, incalculable visual field, extending for miles. Ornamental, congruous patterns which collapsed in and out of itself like waves on top of the ocean. strangely, I felt identical to them. Everything I saw in there was not blissful or peaceful, but darkly elegant and mysterious, something ineluctable and wise. An infinite territory of sagacious minds, curiously aware of my own. Soon after, I was struck by a colossal being, a goblin that looked like Jared Leto's Joker.
I'm just gonna hurt you.
He finagled me into a cave where I saw my old PlayStation sitting on a rock. I became convinced that in order to survive, I needed to beat the original 16-bit version of Doom.
I'm just gonna hurt you. Really, really bad.
I arrived, hedged into the grass of a labyrinthine jungle, made of textural colors and things that were living. A beautiful landscape, inhabiting insects and eccentric creatures. But the main inhabitant looked like light and oil bleeding into itself, like a divine bacterium. She spoke in a soothing voice, ensuring me that I was safe. Her presence diminished. I yelled a question. "What's your name?" I said. She whispered it gently as she faded away like autumn leaves. Her name was Evelyn. Then I woke up.
So you didn't actually take DMT?
Yeah, that's right.
You simply dreamt it all?
Yes, I feel like I've already explained this.
How is that possible?
What did Evelyn look like?
She looked like an eye.
What else?
Well, she also changed into a human figure inside a geometric structure of some kind.
Tell me, Jacob, do you know who I am?
Yes. You're the Shadow. You're Neville.
You seem to have found a very important doorway, one that leads to a very important person. Of the others who have seen her, none have heard her speak. Tell me, what did she say?
She told me secrets.
Go on.
Well, I can't tell you.
Life is a precious thing, Jacob. It's up to people like me to ensure things don't go topsy-turvy. You say you know who I am. If that's true, then you shouldn't be surprised when I tell you something.
And what's that?
Evelyn is not a woman.
What are you saying?
Dear boy, I'm sorry to inform you. But Evelyn is I.
You really are a stupid piece of shit, aren't you? It's in his name! It's in his fucking name!
The Shadow's deception has worked.
We need to send Jacob a sign.
Too risky. Communicating directly into their world can turn them psychotic.
Contact the IMC. transport the message through the gyroscope.
But how do we know he'll believe it when he sees it?
Evelyn chose him for a reason.
Okay. What's the message?
We show him Evelyn.
The decryption team here at the VLA has been working around the clock, and all the hard work has finally paid off. This key section, uncovered tonight and obtained exclusively by CNN, shows an illustration of what is unmistakably a human figure inside a geometric structure of some kind.
Meanwhile, months of debate finally reached a conclusion of sorts last week as 10 international candidates were selected by the IMC, representing a cross-section of political, philosophical, and religious views. Many of these scientists are the same experts who have been consulting on the machine's design and function. As such, they will be actively participating on-site during the construction process.
Jacob received a message from the International Machine Consortium. They told him they had information that only Evelyn possessed. After giving it to him, they instructed him to go back to Neville's for a final resolution. Because of his desire for truth, Jacob left immediately during a grim and cloudy night. Little did he know, something unexpected was waiting for him on the other side of Neville's door.
Yes, Jacob.
There's something else I need to say. You know, she told me secrets. She told me a word that describes our reality. If you're really her, you'll know the word.
This is crazy.
You can't even say it out loud, can you?
That's the day I realized that there was this entire life behind things. And this incredibly benevolent force that wanted me to know that there was no reason to be afraid. Ever.
Enough of that.
Wait.
I told you. You've forgotten already.
What?
The new physics.
He lives. Master, what do we do?
Come with me, Sebastian. We'll be back.
I've made contact.
Told you.
I stand corrected.
It's been almost 15 minutes. Let's end his trip and bring him back home.
Will he even remember anything?
In his own time.
I wish I would have learned more while there. It was all too fast, too destabilizing. And after a while, I could feel hints from my old life show up again. Eventually, the hints became all-consuming, and the transformation I had withered away like Evelyn's autumn leaves.